what's the one or two best pieces of advice that you have ever got? It can be from Ty, from other mentors. If you right now, what's the first things that comes to your mind? One or two advice that changed the trajectory of your life?
Yeah, just like recently, for example, on the last couple of months, I made big changes in my life, on my lifestyle, based on advice that Ty is basically giving since 2016 and earlier, but only now, like I realized a lot of it and I'm implementing it into my life. And Ty talks so much about the good life, right? And he says, part of the good life is health, wealth, love, and relationships, and happiness. You have those four things. And many people, they just optimize for one thing. Me, for example, the last, 5 years or something, I was like super hardcore focused on, or 6 years, 7 years, I was super hardcore focused on business, right? Yeah. Sometimes neglecting health. I wasn't working out on a daily basis. I wasn't, eating correctly, et cetera, et cetera. I was a little bit like overweight and this and that.
Yeah.
And I was just like super hardcore focused on business, working 10, 12, 13 hours, sometimes 15 hours a day. But Ty is like, hey man, like every year you should try to like get all four things up at the same level. Maybe you will make money a little bit slower than other people, right? But try to get all four areas up at the same time. Get into good shape, hang out with friends, go on dates, build your business, do something for your happiness, like everything at the same time, live a balanced life. So that's a pretty good piece of advice.
Awesome. That's a good advice, man. And do you think that you would recommend it to people that also, quote to quote, have nothing going for them? Not that we figured all of out. Of course, like I personally go through struggles every day, but for people that are just getting started, would you recommend them to think about this, or they just need to be like obsessed with that one thing, getting to 10K a month or whatever it is, and like do it? And at the same time, I'm not saying never exercise. Yes, some here and there, take care of health, but like overwhelming focus should be wealth, and then they can pay more attention to other areas of their life. Yeah. Do you think it's a good advice or not?
Good question. So Ty Lopez would say, do all four things, right? But when I look back at my life at the beginning, and the way how I got successful is I was like super fucking committed just to business, making money, right? And I neglected other stuff. And I don't know where I would be today if I, always try to do all four things. So I probably I would focus on like health is an easy thing, you work out 1 hour a day, right? Eat clean. It's just a habit. It gives you even more energy, because like you will just be more productive, feel better, you will have better sleep, etc., etc. So those are the first two things I would probably focus on massively. Health and business, and then like relationships, it just comes naturally. Like you can't anyways work 15 hours a day, at least in a productive way. So, I mean, like focus on business, yes, but also I would still do all the other things.
Great answer. I believe that as well, that you should have an overwhelming focus on one thing, and then just make sure that the other areas aren't letting you down. So you just take care of them, like just to make sure that you maintain them. You are healthy, like as much as you can, and focus on the one thing that matters the most. I also seen a quote. I think it was from Hormozi, if I'm not mistaken, and he took it from somewhere else. I'm not sure, but he said that people do whatever it takes to get to their goal. And then they tell everyone else to start living a balanced life and then do morning routines. When they started, they just were obsessed with one thing, did whatever it takes, and then now they get huge. So there is some proof in that as well. So yeah, I think your advice is good, and that's what I would probably agree with. To not neglect other areas, but have an area for that season of your life you're most focused on. Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.